Going to start with one of my sides. I'm making some mashed potatoes. This is like 4 smaller size russet potatoes. They're medium to small. I have 1 clove of garlic. I did shred it. You could press yours, you could dice it up, do it however you like. When I cut my potatoes up into chunks for mashed potatoes, I like to keep them a bit bigger in size. Never cut them too small because they may cook up faster, but they're going to absorb a lot more water and lose some taste. I actually cook them whole sometimes also. Give this a mix. Make sure your garlic is nice and mixed in. Bring it back to the boil. When it starts boiling again, reduce your heat to a medium-low, and cook these until they're fork tender. Give my pan a nice coat of pan spray. I'm using bone-in pork chops. I feel the bone brings a lot of flavor to your gravy. Some salt. Some pepper. Not too much, but just a bit of smoked paprika. Checking my potatoes. These are ready. I'm going to turn my heat off for now on this side, and let's get our potatoes out of this liquid. Now that I have all of the liquid out of my pot that my potatoes are in, I'm going to add some butter, just a tablespoon, a bit of milk, just a bit, not too much, salt, pepper, some dry chives, smash my potatoes. I have the heat on low so the butter melts and it just warms up a bit. Then I'm going to turn the heat off and set them aside. Salt and pepper for this side. Paprika, smoked paprika. Now that I have my pork chops flipped over, I'm going to add some yellow onion, not too much, just a bit to the pan. This is optional. Adding a bit of butter. We're looking for 145. Okay, 145. These are done. Take them out and set them aside to rest while we make some gravy. I turn the heat down. It's low, medium-low. You don't want to burn all this goodness up. I'm going to add some butter, about 2 tablespoons. Mix the butter in. You want your pan hot enough to where you could see this start to boil a bit. And that's when it's hot enough, as far as for my opinion, to add your flour. I'm using whole wheat flour. You could use whatever flour you like. I like to just sprinkle it on. I like to start with maybe a tablespoon, maybe a half of a tablespoon. Just eyeball it. Make sure you mix it first before adding any broth, milk, or whatever liquid you're going to use. For me, I'm going to sprinkle in just a bit more to be on the safe side because I want this a little bit nice and thick, but not too thick. Turn your heat up just a little bit more And we are going to slowly add milk. Looking pretty good. Add just a bit more. And just slowly add it because it just works out better. It makes it nice and smooth. I'm going to turn my heat down to simmer. I feel I could just add the rest of my milk. So this was 1 cup of milk. You don't want to scorch your gravy or burn it. So I do have it on simmer, or the lowest heat I have. I have some sea salt, pepper, mix this one more time, turn the heat off. Take it off your burner and your gravy's done. Frozen corn, just toss some in. Add just a bit of butter. Quick, easy, and delicious. Pork chops and gravy. This gravy came out amazing. You're gonna love it. Try it out, and I'll see you in my next video. This gravy came out so delicious. This is my pork chops and gravy dinner.